short talk of this morning's sessions, and then I'll give you a bit of information about lunch and the workshops after lunch before we head out.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it's lunchtime now, so I'll be super duper quick with this. I can't take any credit for the title of this presentation. That was all meant to Alice, so thank you. I just want to take a few minutes to introduce you to a new and quite exciting project that SMASS has been working on over the last few months, and that is a new mobile phone app called Beach Track, which has been funded through SREC and SNH, and we've been developing it with a group called Natural Aptitude, who are the developers behind the Hebridean Whale and Dolphin Trust's Whale Track app. So the app is basically a new citizen science tool through which members of the public and volunteers, basically anybody with a smartphone, is going to be able to submit not just reports of stranded marine animals directed to SMASS, but also data on observation effort and more general aspects of beach health, so things like litter burdens and other signs of pollution. So the app looks a little bit like this. So like I said, the Beach Track app is going to allow you to log your beach walks all around the Scottish coast, submit these logs to SMASS, and any individual reports you have of marine practices from litter signed. And it's basically just another tool to share information about our coastal environment and the good and the bad things that are going on within it. The main reason we've developed the app, though, is to record effort. So collectively, the Scottish public spends thousands of hours every year walking the coast, and that's an observation effort that we could never replicate through traditional scientific methods, but it's the effort that we're going to try and capture through Beach Track. So at the minute, SMASS only hears of where strandings are. We don't get any information about whether strandings are not, and those negative reports can be just as important. It's also going to allow us to look at how well particular stretches of the coast are monitored, and maybe gaps where there are stretches of coast that aren't particularly well monitored. By adding this effort data into our record, it's going to add a lot of value to SMASS's data, and it's also going to increase the value of this and the ability that we have to use this for marine animal population monitoring. And then we've also added in this element about beach health. So through the app, you're also going to be able to give beaches a rating on their cleanliness. That's going to allow us to map hotspots and then hopefully direct beach cleans to areas that are particularly bad. So I'm just going to do a very quick run-through of how the app will work. So once you've downloaded the app, it's going to be available on Android and for iPhones. And the information on this is in the badge you'll got at registration. So once you've downloaded the app and gone through the fairly dull but essential data protection and confidentiality stuff, you'll be ready to go. So the next time you go to the beach, you can either start a track or report a sighting. If you start a track, this screen will appear. It will get a GPS location for where you are. You'll be asked a few quick questions about where you are, what the weather's doing, how good the visibility is. And for safety reasons, because we're asking you to go out onto the beach, it will give you information on when the next high tide is going to be in your area. So you start walking, and you'll see at the bottom there's a little counter that will give you information on how long you've been walking for and how far you've been walking. If you do, during your walk, happen to come across a stranding or something else unusual of interest, you just press the add. It will then ask you what you've seen, or your best guess. If it's a pile of mush or just bones, take your best guess. It doesn't matter. We're also going to ask you to submit photographs, so we should be able to clarify through those. So these are the photographs we're going to ask you for. For those of you who are SMASS volunteers already, these are the photographs we typically ask you to take anyway. So a picture of the beach with the animal to give a bit of context as to where it is. A picture of the animal with something for scale. It doesn't have to be measuring tape. It can be a dog lead or a shoe or anything like that. A close-up of the head and teeth, which will help with ID. Close-up of the genital region and any distinctive markings or injuries on the animal. Once you've done that, you'll be asked if the animal is above or below the high tide line. It will give you a little summary of your report that you can then add to your track. So the green flag where you started, the red balloon is where you are, and you'll get a white balloon for every single record you add during that track. Once you're done, you'll be asked for some additional information about where you've been, so what kind of substrate you've been walking on, how often you visit that beach, is it somewhere you go daily, or is this just a one-off? And then a rating for beach cleanliness, and there is a little guide as to what we would class as mostly clean or very unclean, etc. You'll then get a summary of your whole track. In the app, you're also going to be able to look back at previous tracks and records you've put in. You're going to be able to look at things like the total distance you've walked, the number of hours you've walked, and how many reports you submitted. There's a bit of a competition element in this as well, so if any of you are particularly competitive, we're going to rank the top 5 reporters. But you'll also be able to see the total number of people that have been using the app and the total area that's been covered. And there is... the other option you can do is report a sighting. I'm just going to rattle through this because Katie's looking at me. It's going to ask you for basically a lot of the same information, but this is if you're out and you're not using the beach track and you come across something, you can report it as an individual sighting. And there is an accompanying website, beachtrack.org. It's not live yet, it's not live until the app is, but this will have a lot of the same information on it as well. So it's going to have maps, you can do a satellite overlay, it's going to have the rankings of the top reporters. You can zoom in on individual records to see what it was that was found and where it was found. There'll be links there as well to reports, so things like the SMASS necropsies that are done as a result of these reports. You're going to be able to filter results like you can on the Whale Track app, so by species and by date. And you can look at your own personal records as well. So Beach Track's still under development. We're launching it in a couple of months, but we would really appreciate your help to test it before it goes out to the public. We have had a few of our volunteers test it already, so thanks very much for your help with that. These are the links to download the app, so again it's available on Android or iPhone. Don't worry about writing these down, this information is on our flyer in your bag. And these are the kind of questions we'd really appreciate some feedback on. So does Beach Track work for you and in your geographic location? Is the app intuitive and easy to use? Do you like the style? Is there anything you would change about it? And do you think it's something that you would use regularly? Any and all feedback is very, very welcome and will be very much appreciated. If you could send that directly to me, so ellie.crown@ssme.co.uk. And that's me done. Thank you. I'll be around at lunchtime if anyone has any questions.